stream. Gamerez will not be joining us today, so I will be doing my profile build. But as before that, I don't know if I want to show off too many of the Twitter builds. I think we're gonna go straight to the. Okay. We're just gonna go straight into some Discord builds. That's where it's at. I have not been keeping up well with this. I probably need to scroll up further than I have even, but as you can see, we got too many builds to look at anyway, and we're probably not even gonna click on most of them unless I really like it. Want to see more like this one. I want to just see like a closer up of this because I feel like it. Nicer? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one. Even if I look closer, I'm not gonna lie. You like this? All right. Yeah, it's pretty repetitive. Wow, that helicopter really blocks the build, doesn't it? Some nice looking roofs, but I feel like they don't have enough texture. I love the shape to them, but I don't. Ah, 3D render. Ah, that's pretty cool actually. I like this. Got a lot going on. I think I'm gonna like that. Oh wow, 600 likes. Way to go. I'll go ahead and retweet it too, because why not? Got that many already. I've obviously been slacking on the whole, I'm gonna go ahead and like this. I don't know why people haven't liked this. This is really good. People need to like stuff like this more. This is cool. Why don't people like this? Retweet this. People need to like that more. Stop liking crap like this over the last build. This is not better than the last thing I just saw. It's good. Good. Really good. Okay, but it is not better than this. Alright? I just can't come to that conclusion at all. And Twitter sucks. Yeah, y'all need to get on this one. Real. Oh wow, is every one of these trees? No, this background tree. I think that one might be. I don't know. Either way, I like the trees. I like the atmosphere. Yeah. Really big dinos. That one looks like it has a really awkward smile. I think they may have overshown the teeth. Kind of looks like they're doing niche. No, it looks like that the apple emoji of smiling, like big smile apple emoji, but it doesn't actually look like a smile. It just looks like somebody just fucking stretching their lips out as far as they can. I don't mean to make too much fun of it, but like that, it's a thing I did. I definitely did this. I won't even like give them too much slack for this because it's still a really good dinosaur. Like they did the legs and stuff better than I would have at that time. The time that I would have done the same sort of thing. But yeah, I do think, you know, lips usually cover your teeth, so you need to keep that in mind. Even when you're smiling, like fully, like teeth showing, you're never gonna show all of your tooth. A dinosaur wouldn't probably. Probably looks awkward if they did. Pretty nice. I like this. Got a lot of different roof heights and stuff. Mostly the same type of roof. I like. Interesting. I do like this. I think it's got a lot of stuff to like take in, you know? You feel like things are going on. Things are definitely happening in this scene. Stuff to take in. I like that. I'm not gonna fault it too. I feel like sometimes I criticize things too much, but you know, I also like I try to make it so that it's not just me. Oh, there it is. Advantage. Yeah, am dentist. Nice. Glad to hear it. Whoops, I just totally skipped down way by hitting escape accidentally. I thought I was on Minecraft. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a nice bat. All right, all right. I like this actually. I don't know why I like this, but I like this. It also sort of looks like clouds and like a sky, but it's an ocean. Like it's clearly meant to be like waves, but like it could also be a sky. That's what's cool about this. Like those could easily be clouds and like could just be like a desert. I don't know. This is really cool actually. I like that it's both to me. I'm gonna like this. This is really cool. I'm gonna retweet this. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you agree. Also, thank you. Let me see if I can wait. The thing. Let me see if I can show this. It works. Yes. Okay. So yeah. All right. That's the animation you get when you follow me. Also, they followed me. I made that, by the way, as that's all in Minecraft. Anyway, sorry. Sidetracked. Whoa, what is this? Hold up. Gotta look at this more. I'm sorry, I'm going really slow through this, but I feel like it's fine because honestly, most of these are really cool. Wow, what is this? This is wild. This is really artistic. I like this. I wish people did more stuff like that. Like, I want to do something like this now. Like, this is wild. Yeah, that definitely deserves a retweet. What? How not more people like that? Wow, this is also freaking wild. This train is just hyper detailed. Look at all them thingamadudes on there. Let's wow. Yeah, just wow. I don't even know how to. About 51 plots from the Venice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I honestly haven't been paying any attention. I've been slacking. Yeah, wow. Yeah, but I like that. Honestly, this one's just as wild as the other one. Like this I don't know. Minecraft is blowing me away today. I don't know why I'm so blown away today. Those wings are really bad. I'm not gonna lie, but the body looks really good. Like they really need to get their wing point on game. Like they just kind of slacked on the wings. It looks like they really put work into the body, and then they were like, "Oh, I gotta do wings." Not trying to make it's good. It's still good. It might have been like they made it's really that they just don't have like that. Like most, I don't know. It feels like most dragon wings should have a little bit of just like fluff. That's not the word I'm looking for. Indenture to like the flappy parts, and like it should be an obvious like points where those like flappy parts start, like I don't know, the wing part. I don't know. I'm trying to explain organics to people that probably don't even understand organics. But yeah, the flappy part of the wing should probably, like, especially if it's trying to flap. But like, I guess it was just flying up. But still, even if it's flying up, it should definitely have those flaps being pushed by the wind, if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain things really badly. I'm sorry. I don't know about this. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. I'm sorry. What is this? Huh, cool pixel art, I guess. Good. That's some good space whale. I like that. I like the. It's obviously not a space whale, but like, because it's like in an ocean biome, but like it feels like it should be space. I don't know. And all like the background feels space. It's like a bubble of ocean floating in the space or something. That's what it is. And the space dolphin decided to come. What's going on? That's a nice tree. I don't know why there's a crane making the tree, but interesting mix of things there going on. Oh, it's all in a pot too. That's a cool. This is nice atmosphere. This is beautiful atmosphere. That's the epitome of the atmosphere. I like this. I'm trying to like figure out what would be in this black part. And I don't think they could have either. I think they just kind of were like, whatever. But whatever. Um, Interesting choice to make the blackness. I mean, I guess it's probably just like a plot, but on the ground anyway. Oh, this is cool. Wow, that's really cool. That's not even a tweet. That's I wish I could like that more. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll do that. That's the most I can do. I mean, other than showing it on the stream here. I like that. It's not too bad. It's just like your rock friend, you know? It's your pet rock. They made their pet rock. Possibly cheese in their pet. It's a good willow. It's got the techniques I've used before for sure. Knock 'em on that one. Wow. I wish I could see more of that and not that atmosphere. All right, last one. Here we go, and then we get into the juicy stuff for today. Hopefully, I can actually do what I'm planning on doing today, but it's gonna be wild. But we'll see. Maybe not that wild, actually. I assume this is also yeah. This is the winner. What? No, these are the win. Okay, I like this. This one's cool. This one's really cool, but I genuinely do not think that this is better than that other one that we saw. I don't even know where it is anymore, but I could probably just yeah, there it is. This. How's that better than this? Oh, I don't know. It feels like a lot more creativity went into this one. Like, it doesn't look good close up, but like it's not All right. So hopefully that condenses it enough to where we can still individually select everything. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Sorry. So let's grab this and make it into a schematic. Oh crap, there's that tree too. There's so many big trees. And this isn't even all of them. So, fun story. I still don't have my fun tree, the tree. Everything but 0. Replace flow 2 with it turns out it didn't work still because obviously there's still just grass over here. Oh yeah, it looks like it is working. Well, maybe not, but I don't even know what's happening. Anyway, sorry. Last time we got grass halfway there, I like started to do the command and it was gonna take forever. Just a stupid amount of time. But yeah. So basically it screwed it up. I think we need to go ahead and reconnect and make it stop what it's doing. Forget the other commands I gotta do here. Plot. Or no. Okay. That should have halted whatever was going on with our commands there. Go ahead and do this and fly to the other side. Yeah, so I think it was starting to get it, but it might not have been getting all of it. This corner's definitely lower than the highest part. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, did that not work? Why did that not work? Give me a second position. Okay. Expand, avert. Okay. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Maybe it was screwing up my positions because it clearly didn't input that one. Even though it's definitely right-clicking with it. Hate it when it does that. Or that it can be real bish sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, we can copy and download this, and then we can worry about doing the rest on our other server, hopefully. So copy. Dude? Yes. We'll buy person. I want to try to do this with my name, maybe. A little gradient crap, but I still don't know how to actually do it. The person I asked was an a-hole about it, so I'm there to do it. Now I'm kind of about it, honestly. When the community starts being unhelpful and not a great community, it's you know. So I keep trying to explain this to gamers, but like in my mind, Minecraft community is one of the best communities in the world. Like they're just so helpful and open to doing stuff for you. And if you ask a question on a server that's creative server, you're probably gonna get an answer that's helpful. Like if it's related to doing commands and stuff, like you're almost guaranteed to have someone on there at all times that is gonna just be like, yeah, here's how you can do it. I'll come help you, man. Like, I'm down, I'm bored. Like that is the coolest thing ever. And then I come on this server and I ask how the hell these people are doing this stuff, and they're like, go Google it. Well, shit, I fucking could have thought of that. Hell, I should have. Man, give me some. If I had asked for a command, you would have given me X, Y, and Z, every detail I needed. But if I ask how you made your username gradient, you're just like, screw you, go Google it. Nah, nah. Come on, do better, guys. You can do better. I know you can. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so we have our schematics. If we download it, going to call this one profile. Skim. Okay, that one. Jeez. Boom. Yes, I'd like to. Okay. Now we gotta find some space. So, as you can tell, we have all of the fun blocks on this server. Actually, you know what? I feel like a lot of people don't show off this stuff, and I feel like more people should. So, we're gonna go on a really quick detour to my textures world. So this is not anything like too special, honestly. Oh crap! Oh my god! I totally forgot about this. I did not even. Wow. I'm glad that someone added this. But holy, can you? No, you can add any color to this. Hold up. I need to see something because this is important. So, first of all, can you add multiple colors? Yes. Also, you can have a delit cake. So that's another variant of this I have to add in here, obviously. So, the whole point of this world is literally having every variant of every block. And that's what I'm doing right now. I literally just have to do this because now I have this too. So, why are these floating above here? What is this? What? Candle. Okay. I don't know what happened here, but I don't know what that is. Okay, anyway. So, yeah. As you can see, pretty much every variant of every block is here, like every variant of the composter, every crop variant, every bush variant, etc. You know, so even like every stalagmite or whatever. So technically this is as high as it can go, I count, because at any higher than this, you can't do this, you can't scale it. So if you make one that is 6 high, this is as high as you can jump up it. But if you make one that's this high, you can scale all the way up it. So 5 is the highest that makes sense without it repeating textures, essentially. Anyway, sorry. So I'm getting too technical with you guys, but essentially this is just every variant. And right now I'm trying to see what every variant of the cake is. So first thing I need to do here, obviously there's a lit and unlit variant, but I need to see, well, crap, I just ate some cake. I need to see, you can place multiple candles. It seems like you can't. Okay, so no, you can't. You can just take the candle off and that's it. So there's an unlit and a lit variant of caked oh my god. Cake with a candle on it. I was gonna say candled caked, but that's just, is that what it's called? Like a cake with a candle? Hold on, I want to try to do this really quick here. What color is this? Pink. Set cake. Bytes equals, what are the variants we have? 6. Okay, so obviously that. But there should be like a, how do I set this? Is this even possible to do with World? Can you even set this all with one command? Is that even a possibility? Somehow I'm sort of not thinking that's a thing, actually. Oops. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this really quick here. I'm just gonna get every color and we're gonna plop it onto the cakes. And hopefully I can do this pretty quickly, but yeah. Oops. Well, it doesn't help if I accidentally eat the cake, but I'm not gonna complain if I accidentally eat the cake. Because then we get to eat our cake and have it too. Something like that. Or something. I assume I can just get some flint out. Gosh dang it, I get fat, man. But yeah, the whole point of this world is to have every variant of every block, and this clearly is something you can do with the blocks that I was unaware of at the time that I had done all these. Also, I want to show off this spyglass thing really quickly because it's just ridiculous. If you have Optifine, spyglass is just stupid ridiculous. Alright, let me grab some flint and steel, and let's go ahead and light these bad boys up. Oh yeah. I actually kind of, what? I kind of wonder. I'm really curious now, actually, if this one candle on a cake. So let me go ahead and do in. Okay, and let's do So I just really need to be sealed with the lights. But basically, something I really want to see is if a candle with a cake is more or less light. Because like, look at how much light that is. Like, I just need you to sort of get the scale of this. Like yeah. That's one candle right there. That's it. It's like barely any light. Like that is like that is the most minimal amount of light you could probably possibly have in Minecraft. Just like you can barely even tell. Like when I'm close to it, you can barely tell where the light ends. Like you can see a gradient, but like you're not even sure if that's where the light ends or if that's just Minecraft textures being weird at this point. Like anyway, so boom. Let's go out. Let me go out here actually, and let me just place a candle and a candle, and let me go ahead and like that one. That one. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're the same. I may be actually incorrect. I don't know. I can't honestly tell. It might look sort of like the cake's a little bit bigger. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let me go ahead and use this opportunity to test our scope. So I'm just gonna fly way the heck up, and then I'm gonna do F1. So if I don't do F1 and I use the scope, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like first. So there's that with the scope, and then this is Optifine. But then if I go ahead and do F1, which is just getting rid of our stuff, basically, I can zoom in with our scope, and then I can hit Optifine zoom, and bada bing, bada boom. I really don't see any difference. Do you guys? Oh my god, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that cake might be a little bit bigger in terms of its light output. Which is just a stupidly weird thing, but like, I'm pretty sure it is. Just based off visual alone. Like, just from way up, and like, from this specific angle, like, I think the cake's light looks bigger, but I could just be, I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm done showing you guys the textures. If you want to see the rest of the 1.17 textures, you can look them up. I've shown you most of the cool ones anyway. The coolest thing, honestly, to me is the scope, because you can just be ridiculous with it. So yeah, we got to find an open spot. That's what we were doing. Get out of F1, sorry. All right. Okay, so this is where we had the original one. We could go ahead. Is this facing right way? Southwest? Yes, it is. Okay. We could probably just paste it in here. I don't know if I want to do that. I think, you know, we have the room, we have the space, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna do it out on the other side of this, and I'm gonna hope that if I paste it, it'll work out. So I'm gonna go ahead and so, okay. Go ahead and do download so we can get our link to plop our schematics on here. Alright, delete that one because I have no idea what he was trying to download. Alright, probably nothing. So we'll go ahead and do the terrain one first because that makes sense to me. And that'll essentially, you know what, let's get a little bit closer to this. Let's go like right here and just make it at least at our reference. At our reference block. Okay, paste. -A. Actually, it'll probably just get rid of the villages. I'm pretty sure that terrain's bigger than the village. But you might need to paste again with, because you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, and then I don't want a bunch of holes in the terrain below, and just in case there happens to be like a spot in the terrain that got too low and like there happened to be a village in it. I don't know. Back to things here. Oh, what? Wait. Oh, crap. I effed up. Well, we have our trees on here. Hold on. Let me undo. And let's go ahead and paste them right here. Okay, so I did not mean to paste this one. This one was actually meant to be the train, but it would appear I screwed up and I didn't get the schematic how I was supposed to. So we gotta try again. Gotta log back into Builder's Refuge and do it again for the train part. I suck. First try is never the best try, you know? Except sometimes it is. Except for when it is. Alright, Ziberdes. Rafuge. Map. No, not map. Always forget. Okay. Boom. Yeah, this is a big train. I know it feels like a really big train, but when we start pasting those, like, god bushes and trees into this thing, this is gonna start feeling a lot smaller really fast, honestly. Like, we're pasting trees that are essentially just as, if not bigger than this tree, consistently behind it. So that train's gonna feel real small real quick. Anyway, so let's go ahead and expand vert before I forget. And then copy, download. I may not have downloaded the right thing or copy download. It might have. That actually goes to the desktop. Call it that. And delete that one. Yes. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well, that's something we just did. I accidentally overwrit the wrong schematic and made it profile trees. So, oh well, fine. So now we can just go ahead and go back to here, choose file. How do you guys hear? You know what? I can let you guys see what I'm doing. So basically what I'm doing is just choose file, click on this, and copy that link, plop it in there without that, plop it into the chat. And now we should, if we go back to where we were going to paste this before, be able to paste it and just paste it. Where's our reference block? Still have that, which is good. I meant to do anyway. Because I figured I would, because I always do. Now we wait for that to paste. Nope, didn't overwrite it. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Oh, jeez. Well, I seem to have effed it. Alright, you know what, I'll just save it as a different name this time because... Dang it. I thought I downloaded the right one. I could have swore I did. Undo. Okay.
No, kid. You and I have just become the first four-wheeled motorcycle team in history.
Four-wheeled motorcycle team in history. You gonna run that by me again? But slower. And with more logic. Because those are oxymorons. Alright, anyway, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be some Doctor Who thing because it's got some weird other stuff going on. Okay. Third time's the charm, right? At this point. Better be.
Michael, we picked up Goliath on the scanner. Good. Easy for you to say. They got Bergstrom, kid.
Alright.
Goliath's our last chance to stop them. Or their last
Boom.
chance to stop us.
Okay. Using the tools. Make sure I do this right. Copy it. Download it. Uploading fast, please. Alright, what? Let's call this
The toy is activated.
growth terrain. And just say there's that and that. Okay. That and that and that one. Okay. Alright. Hopefully we have it right this time. And we can just do that and get our link again because I got rid of it. Okay. Use file. Boom. Growth tree. No. Growth terrain. Okay. Open. Copy. Property. Velocity. Alright, moment of truth. Here we go. It's gonna take a minute though. 6 seconds, that's not a minute. Ah, come on. What? What? Okay, hold on. What the hell? That is not okay. Hold on. Something's going wonky. Because that should have worked. That was what the heck? Okay. We'll try one more time. I don't freaking know. That's just annoying, honestly. Okay, so let me just do this as systematically as I possibly can. So go on Builder's Refuge. This is I disconnect from there for a second. Make sure I'm going on the right servers. I don't know, man. This is confusing the heck out of me right now that it's not. Let me just delete the other two schematics off of mine. Oops. Up two. I don't know what that is. Okay. Builder's Refuge. Yeah. Name. Profile. Okay. So boom. Really as fast as I can to the other corner. Minecraft will allow me. And vertically back to the other corner as fast as I can. Copy it. Download it. Maybe the 1.17 thing is just screwing it up or something. I don't know. Okay. Didn't start automatically. You know what? I'm just gonna save it as it is. I'm not even gonna rename it this time. I'm just just gonna leave it as like the random string of numbers and crap. This time we're gonna leave this open. Go to this one. Here. App. Streaming. Not sure which way I went, honestly, from the, I think probably this one. Alright, chunks. Let's do the loading thing a little bit faster. Oh, I blame the servers. Alright, there's that. Find where we put our profile picture stuff, that would be. This out of work. Oh my goodness. I'm flying around aimlessly right now trying to find where I put my chunks aren't loading fast enough right now for me to actually be able to properly do this. Let some chunks load for a sec here. Let's just chill. Alright. Finding some stuff. There's that. Okay. This time, let's Google profile work. Okay, cool. Download, delete whatever it did, choose file, string of numbers and crap, copy, paste. Okay, so if this is still the trees, World Edit is the problem, not me. If it is actually the train, then I am the problem. What the? What? No. Okay, yeah, I guess I gotta download the world. I can't. This. Crap. Well, I can't get the world onto this that quickly. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do that. But clearly that schematic is too big. And it's just like, we'll just paste the last one. Okay. Well, I'm trying to think what I can do here. So, I mean, I can get the world. We can look up what the world download thing was. I actually do genuinely need to look up whatever it was because I would hope it's like a pinned there is no pinned messages. Okay. Where pinned messages in here. Okay. Mask. Nope. Not in here. Nope. Well, I don't know. I think it's okay. Well, I guess I'll have to wait. No, yeah, okay. I was about to flip out because I thought I was on the other server. Well, the trees worked fine. But this clearly did not. I do not know why, and I'm disappointed that it didn't. There's always something, though, isn't there? Always. Every time. Gotta be a pseudo curse at this point. Like, I don't know, man. There's always one thing that just prevents me from going further than I would, or from doing the things that I would actually like to do half of the times that I'm streaming, and then I have to figure out some way around it. Oh, the struggle is real. Yeah, I still have to get my big tree for the reasons I've discussed earlier, and we still have to get this into my other server so that I can use actual schematic brush to paste those big trees, because I'm not about to do that with really wish this worked. Could maybe try getting a smaller chunk and then like going from there or something, like maybe half of it or something. I don't even know. Let's just try. I don't know. Might not even need to expand it vertically. We could just like go to. Let's just get like right behind this guy. Let's go. Let me go. Have a. I'm doing the second position. Well over high enough. Yep. Okay. So let's just try with like half of it. I don't know why this would work better, or if this would work better, but honestly, it's worth a shot. Copy. Oh look, somebody's trying to go. Sure, why not? Oh, aw. I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. I totally would have let him. All right. Got no problem with him being So that actually download. Okay. So you saw this time we selected half of it. We're gonna try to download that. We're gonna again click that, and we're gonna save it. Let me go ahead. I just delete the other two schematics that are on my desktop really quick before I download it, so I don't get mixed up. Save. No. Excellent. Hold on. Try it again. Save. There we go. Been an automatic thing regardless. Okay. I wasn't. So back here. So I can exclusively say that if this doesn't work, it's just never gonna work. Open, copy, paste, nope, paste, paste. This pastes terrain. We have succeeded. Yes! Ah! I hate it. I hate that that worked. Alright, well, we gotta get the rest of it now. Okay, so... so... Now we gotta get from... wherever this red position is there. Hopefully We could just expand like 50 or so up, and that should be good enough. And also, hopefully... Oh, I didn't know that was stone over there. That's good to know. It works. Oh, so hopefully it works. And also, hopefully it has this reference copy from here. Download. Oh, yes. We would like to confirm our copy. Wait. Is that what I have been doing? I haven't been confirming my copy? Oh no, that could have just been it. I'm willing to bet that's it. That's why I wasn't working. It was just taking the last... So dumb. Okay. Okay, it did expand it, it did copy it. Okay, so now we can go ahead and download that. Yes. And we'll just that. Yeah, so our thing, choose file. Not one. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. I promise it's just copy. It's literally what I showed you before. It's not that exciting. There we go. And hopefully, oh crap. No, wait, it'd be over here. Might be okay. Redstone block should be right in this corner. Yes! Oh. What a suspenseful chunk load that was. Oh my gosh. You don't even know. Oh, I have to do this again and then paste it. I don't know. Oh, I hope this works. And such a stressful pasting of terrain. Okay. Yes, we got it all. We're good. I'm just an idiot. All right. Turns out I just suck at whatever I'm doing. So, take the I don't know. Fault says sign that you can do it. All right. Anyway. Where are trees? One I just set. Profile tree. Okay, this should be where they are, right? Should be. You'd think. Okay, there we go. So we just need to make these into schematics essentially right now. That's the most important thing we're doing, and maybe getting rid of whatever this randomly pasted stuff is. Not part of the schematics. Nice. And you. Random floating blocks are never great for making schematics. You know, if you happen to have one, it ripped the whole thing. Gotta make it again. Go ahead and move these so that they're not. Wow, why is the biome different on these? Or those, wait. Oh no, why did we do different? What? I don't remember doing that. I think that just screwed up. I don't remember ever making half azalea leave. That's definitely not a thing I did. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why Twitch changed things, but they moved where my chat box is and they like added some other crap. Don't like it. Anyway. Okay. I don't even know if that's the right thing or added there. That the chat? Where's the chat? I don't even know if my chat is the chat. I'm not even sure. Is this the real chat? Because you just got rid of everything and I don't know. Ugh. Okay. Make sure there's no more relevant floating things, you know? Right, I didn't actually get rid of you. Stay out there. Okay. I feel the urge to get rid of this one, but I need to. Okay. So, I'm gonna do the bushes, well, bushes first, I guess. We might need to add more of the leaves to them, too, I guess. I'll get rid of that one now. We can do that. Here, prof bush, prof leaf, I think, honestly, this is what I was pretty sure. Yeah, okay. So basically I just want to go through and make this the more prominent thing going on here, and I really want to just fluff up these. Oh, not true. Because that's really how bushes feel. It's just more fluffy than this. Then we'll make our schematics. Right now we're using schematics to prepare our schematics, so that do that one. Oh, undo. Oh wow, I do not like this. Ion. Okay. Got an okay vibe to it. Yeah, I'm actually 1000% sure I'm not seeing. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm not 1000%. Pretty sure though, I'm just seeing some weird chat thing. I don't know. Never clear. Makes me feel like an old dad whenever I am just so like technologically like in advanced, and then I start doing these like super complicated commands and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, well, I don't know. Alright. So I have a weird story to talk about. Sort of the perfect time to talk about it while I'm just kind of chilling. So I had a weird experience with like piano lessons and sort of just musical lessons in general. I never really vibed with it, you know, like I never loved it. I hated piano. They were just never something I was vibed to go to. I was never hyped to go to piano lessons. That was never something I was like, yeah, let's go to piano lessons. I'm excited. Like, no. That never happened in my life. I was genuinely upset every time I had to go to piano lessons. And to be fair, there were a couple of times that were memorable. And I want to explain why they're memorable. Why I hated piano lessons. So, 2 times are sticking out in my head the most. All right, so I'm gonna explain the bad one first because I feel like that's where I should start. But basically, I had like an 80-year-old like woman that taught me piano lessons, and she was nice. She wasn't like mean. Like she wasn't like, you know, like the slap you on the wrist or some kind of thing. Like she was a good piano teacher. Like I won't lie. She was but I didn't enjoy some of the lessons because just felt like I was, you know, going through the motions most of the time and I wasn't actually learning anything. And that's not really anything on her. It's probably mostly on me just not enjoying it. But anyway, that's really just the one experience that was really bad was just me just genuinely like hating every time that I had to push the note because it felt like I just remember this one time. I don't know what even it was, but I had this stupid exercise where I just had to keep hitting the same note a bunch of times in like a rhythm or something, and it was just the most annoying fucking thing. And like every moment of it was just a hell on earth. I don't know. Like I just remember that so vividly that it is just horrible. Like I hate going back to it even now. But yeah, now let's get to the positive stuff, and which is ironically funny because it's not even piano related really. Like most of the times, most of my positive experiences with piano lessons are not even piano related at all. So the number one, like, I'm just gonna get this off the bat because I can't. Like, it was just an experience that I will never, like, I don't even know if I would genuinely if my parents even know that this happened. But, one lesson, we just sat there and watched TV the whole time. That was it. That was the whole lesson. And here, let me tell you why. Like I said, this is an 80-year-old woman, and she falls asleep sometimes. So she's like watching the opera show, and she's like, "Let me just finish this episode or whatever." And well, as you might have already guessed, we finished that episode. And then we started watching a whole nother episode because that's all we did. And she fell asleep like halfway through watching the last of like a 10-minute like thing. I don't even know if it was that much, but like it definitely wasn't very long before it was like a commercial break and on to the next thing. And yeah, she just passed out like hardcore, just fell asleep. And like I remember asking me why I didn't wake her up, and I genuinely remember being like, I don't want to tell you the answer to that because you won't like it. So I'm not going to. And I don't think I actually said anything. I think I just pleaded the fifth, as it were, with that question. Because I genuinely remember asking me why I didn't wake her up or something, and like I kind of hate being here. I would never have said that. Never in a million trillion years. Because that's something I would have done. But yeah. That was one of the most enjoyable piano lessons I ever had. It was just watching the Oprah show with the 8-year-old woman who passed out and couldn't do my actual piano lesson. And that was the best lesson I had. That was the most memorable. I did not gain any life experience or anything other than learning how to know how people function, I guess. Like maybe it helps me in my psychology degree and stuff. Just understanding people. I don't know. But yeah. It's just one of those things that, I don't know. And then yeah, like just this doesn't really count towards like lessons and stuff, but the most memorable stuff towards like just doing piano and like all those like stuff I had to do as a kid, because I don't remember loving doing that, and I don't remember having the courage to tell my parents that I didn't love doing it, so I never stopped doing it. And though actually, you know, I take that back, because I definitely did tell my parents I wanted to do drums, and I got some hardcore pushback on that, and I understand why, but like I don't know. I feel like I got too much pushback, and I discouraged me from trying any other instrument too. Like I didn't want to do instruments. That's not a thing I ever wanted to do. Like sports was enough for me. I don't know. I could never really truly express that as a kid to my parents, I think. And that was the problem. But yeah. Anyway, getting on to like the thing I was trying to talk about is the lessons weren't really also the only thing I remembered from piano lessons. It was also like the camps and stuff. And I just remember for some reason the teacher trusted me to do stuff, and like I would always be a leader. And I still can't read music. Like I cannot read music, and that in a music camp, reading music is like something you do at least once a day. So I was always a leader, and I always just relied on other people to know what they were doing. And you know, we were just a bunch of kids anyway, so who cares? But I probably taught a lot of kids to do not good things. And I mean, not good things, just not read music right, because I had no flipping clue what I was doing, and I was a kid, and for some reason trusted me. I don't know. And yeah. Anyway, those were really enjoyable experiences regardless. I still remember a lot of those, like the non-piano stuff is mostly what I remember, honestly, like going out to the like orchards and stuff and like picking apples and just doing the non-piano related stuff that you do in like just camps. Like you always do like actual camp. Like if you go to a space camp, you're going to do stuff that's not related to space. Like, and if you go to even if you go to like a survivalist like camp or something like that, you're gonna do stuff that's not related to survivaling. Is that what I just said? Yeah. But so like, yeah, I definitely enjoyed the stuff that wasn't related to piano the most, and that's the most sort of unfortunate like realization I have coming out of that, is that yeah. So regardless, though, they were good experiences, so I have that to say. Experiences with piano camp, really cool. I also remember getting to swim in the pond. There was like a pond that they had. The piano teacher had. It's like a giant pond. It's actually a really big pond for what it was. It was like size of like a pretty big swimming pool, like probably a bigger swimming pool than most people have in their backyard. That pond was probably at least twice as big as most swimming pools that people have in their backyard, and we got to swim in it. It was so cool. It was such an experience. Like we got to like raft in it, and they swim in, and there's ducks and geese chasing you all over and crap. Like, oh man. Yeah. By the way, geese are assholes. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Ducks, though. Ducks are okay. They're not a-holes. They'll just kind of do their own thing if you do your own thing. Geese, though, you're doing your own thing, they'll be like, hey, I saw you were doing your thing, but like I'm over here now, so I'm not gonna let you do your thing no more. That's genuinely happened to me before with a goose. With geese, actually. I think it was probably multiple, because we always had multiple geese. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even know how to express how weird it is to think about it and just be like, yeah, I remember no piano. Like, I genuinely don't know how to play a piano, but I remember those things. It was good experiences. You know, like those are the ones. Those are the experiences I remember. I don't remember how to play the piano in piano camp. And maybe you probably don't even remember how to launch a rocket in space camp. You probably remember like the people you met and stuff, and the people you got to. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing it's probably not just me. I hope anyway. All right. So now I'm gonna try to make these into schematics to the best of my ability. I haven't already realized that that's what I'm doing. Selecting these, and we're gonna copy them. Skim, save, and I need to write this down or I will not remember this. So we're gonna go ahead, go ahead and just copy this and, or no, actually let's put it up at the top because that profile rebuild. Let's give it a good amount of space. Let's put it right here and we'll get rid of that. Oops. The underscore. Okay. So we're gonna call this bush, or no, prof bush underscore 1. That makes sense to me. So there's that. Now we have that saved. And then we can go ahead and just do 2, 3, 4, and do you want this to be 5 here? Is that? Yeah. I mean, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Or 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Actually, let's do this smaller one first. So 2 and then 3, 4, 5. This is not really gonna make it. Then at least we can do like we can split up the smaller ones pretty easily if we want to, or at least easier than we could have before. Boom. Okay. One. Probably should have made like roots for these or something, but that's okay. We'll be fine without them, I'm sure. Copy 3. Enough for me. Bottom position there. 1. 2. Ooh, wait. I just saw something. There we go. And I happen to see it, so we might as well go with it there. And copy 4. And last but not least, I hope you're not the leastest of them. 1. Those 2. Copy 5. Okay. Boom. And then I think I might have already accidentally made a schematic of this somehow, but I'm gonna do it again anyway. That bottom, yeah, it is anyway. Okay. 1. Go. Yeah. We'll call this like flower tree for now, so that we have it for it. Copy, save, prof, 3, 1, that underscore in there, and then we can go ahead and just paste it there. 3, all right. And bonsai we're not gonna really worry about yet because I'm not even sure we're gonna do those. We'll worry about that when we're sure that we're gonna do more than one. Also, I said I was gonna add more branches to this. I don't know though. I mean, honestly, I probably would look better with. That's not something I want to do today. Yeah. Honestly, that's something I want to delegate to tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Saturday. I mean, I think right now I can make a stack of this so that we know that we can use this. And basically, let me go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and make the actual schematic collection a little bit tighter. Stack I wanted it to have. So let me go ahead and copy it, skim, save, prof, fine, e_1. All right, and then that'll be the first version so that we can have both of them, and that way we can have two. And then we'll paste that, prof, pine, 3_. All right, cool. There we go. You know what? I honestly think I'm pretty happy with where we are today. I think making the branches of that on Saturday, and then hopefully starting to paste things into the terrain. So making branches and hopefully starting to paste things in terrain. That's the plan for next time. Here we go. All right. Well, yeah, I think it's a good place to end up today. So, just quickly, I wanted to mention this because I am wearing this and it reminded me. I genuinely think that The Mandalorian is better than any of the Marvel stuff that has come out. Sue me if you disagree, but yeah, I don't know. At least on Disney Plus, recently. That's how I feel about it. Even Loki, I don't know. I just did not super enjoy it. I was not like sitting down like, what's gonna happen next? Like I was in the past, like most of the like movies that had happened. Honestly, like I don't know. I'm starting to lose a little bit of my interest in Marvel. They're not being as what's the word I'm going for here? They're not being as creative, I guess, is the like as they could be. They really are just keeping it. What's the what's the advertising thing for that? Keeping it safe. They're keeping it safe, and it's obvious. It's really flipping obvious. And it's honestly starting to get unenjoyable. Like, I would rather you sometimes release stuff that's bad, and then every once in a while release stuff that's, like, really fucking cool. Especially with, like, shows. You can go wild with one episode and then not go wild with another one. Like, come on. Loki didn't do that. I mean, like, it felt like they did, but, like, I don't know, the most wild episode was when they showed the crocodile Loki and stuff, and that was it. Like, I don't know. Loki is definitely of the best, but still, I feel like The Mandalorian hooked me more than Loki did. And I don't know if that's a weird thing to say or a controversial opinion, but that's where I'm sitting at right now. Just because, mainly, honestly, because Loki's finale just crashed me so hard. Like, it just balled me, honestly. It felt like that. Like, it felt like it could have been so much more spectacular in the way it showed things. Like, it could have even been literally the same exact premise, but Kang could have, like, showed them in their mind or some crap like that. Like, literally just projected other Kangs interacting with other Kangs in, like, this crazy world, this crazy that would have blown my flipping mind. But no, we see this, like, Wakanda little two little Kangs interacting with a freaking little lamp thing with some cracks all over it. Like, what? No! Show me the shit you actually did! You are a multiversal, like, literally probably the most intelligent being in the multiverse at this time that I am seeing you, and you're telling me, yeah, I'm sorry, I get so upset about this because it just feels like the finale was so shit. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'll stop complaining about Loki's finale now. But yeah, that is why I feel like Mandalorian really is still the best thing that is on Disney Plus. Honestly, evenly. All right. So next time we'll get on our tree stuff and hopefully our terrain pasting, and we'll actually have something to show off. More so than today. Let me end off showing you what we have with this. Come on, load the chunks. There's that. That's all we got so far from our vantage point up here. Not looking too spectacular yet, but hopefully I can sort of salvage what we have and make it better, because yeah, this is gonna be my profile for a while. Might as well make it what I want it to be. I'm not gonna rush it too much, even though I feel like I need to get it done. No. All right, and I also still need to make those bigger flowers and see if that looks good or not. Might. But yeah. Anyway, with that, thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so click them as you please. And yeah, if you guys have any builds that you want me to review before the stream, or before I start building myself, Discord showcase on the Builders. Wow, that just was bad. On the Builders Refuge. Put them in the showcase, in the Discord. Likely to see them there. Yeah. Thanks again for watching. Pluto out.